Hey guys, how are you this fine weekend? Okay, so today I'm back with my another tutorial. Today I'll talk about speech recognition. So, uh, how we can recognize your own voice in your system and accordingly react according to your voice. So, Python eventually helps with a set of modules for speech recognition. So there is a module called speech recognition which you can install and use for your own voice. So it can either recognize your own voice or it can uh, translate your audio into text. Okay, so let's go ahead and try to learn speech recognition. Okay, so there is a module required for it, which you need to install if it is not already installed in your system. So first of all, you have to search for this module. If you search for this speech recognition, so ideally this is the most important, useful package for speech recognition. Okay, so if you have it, it's fine. If you don't have it, you need to install it. Okay, let me just give it a better string to search. It's not able to search. Okay, so you see there are a set of modules which are actually useful to recognize your voice. Okay, so you see this one, speech recognition. This is the one which is already installed in my system. Okay, so if you want to install it, all you have to do is you have to do pip install. Better do sudo pip install and then this module speech recognition. So if I press enter, this module will be installed. Okay, so we'll go ahead and we'll try to understand how it works. Okay, so the purpose of this tutorial is to create an application which will recognize your voice and it will convert your voice into text. Okay, also I'll use the wave file. Usually the speech recognition supports the audio file class which can read from the audio and convert into a text or convert into a command. So the purpose is you can give your system command using your voice. Let's say if you want to know, let's say if you want to open notepad, or if you want to open, if you want to play some song or anything, you can just perform using your voice and the command will be given to the system. Okay, so enough of chit chat. So let's go ahead and we'll create a simple program for speech recognition. Okay, so speech recognition, something like that. Okay, fine. So first of all, you need to import the module. So speech recognition module is, so if you must know, speech recognition module name is like this. So while installing it is speech, there is no underscore in between, but when the module name is, when you import, it is like this. Okay, so I'll just give it a short name so that it will be better to call it next time. Okay, so this is my module which is required. So now if you see the help of this module, there will be two classes which are important, which I'll discuss in this tutorial. First one is the audio file, and then the second one is is microphone. So microphone, you will be using your system's microphone to recognize your voice. Okay, and to recognize their voice, there is a third class which is called recognizer. Okay, so first of all, I'll create an instance of recognizer class. So recognizer is a part of this module, so I have to take it from there. I'm creating a class for this recognizer. Okay, I am just instantiating the class. Okay, fine. So now what I will do is I have to I have to recognize the voice. So for that I need to have a source. So source can be either an audio file itself or from the default microphone. So first I will discuss about the audio file. So again there is a class called audio file. Okay, sr dot audio file. Okay, which will take your file name as parameter. Okay, you have to pass the actual file name. So I see I have some files which can be used for this purpose. I'll just take this file. Okay, so Brian dot wave. So it is usually supporting wave file. We'll see the help, like what are the files it is supporting as an audio. Okay, so this is my audio file. So if I'll just give it a name as audio source or something like that. Okay, so this is my audio. Okay, so what I will do is with audio as source, I'll try to use this audio as source. Okay, what I will do is I will recognize this. Okay, so r dot recognize. Okay, r dot recognize underscore Google. So we'll be using the, okay, so there are 5 recognize method of this recognizer class which you can use. So there are recognize Google, which is using the Google API. Then there is recognize Bing, which is using the API from Bing. Then there is other methods which we'll see in the help section. Okay, so recognize. Okay, so we'll be using this source. Okay, so we'll be recognizing this voice from the source, and then it will convert it into an audio data. Okay, so the output of this recognize method will be an audio data. So it will recognize the source from the audio file, and then it will convert it into an audio data, right? So so this is the audio data. If you want to check the type of this, you can simply type an audio data. So it will be audio data file. Okay, so now what I want to do is I want to actually convert that audio into text. So we want to transcribe like what is actual there in the source. Okay, so what I can do is I can okay, so audio data, and what we'll do is I'm sorry, recognize will be used on the audio data. So here here we'll be using record. So from the source, first of all we have to record the voice. Okay, so from the source, whatever source I am specifying, either from the audio file or from the microphone, so I am gonna record that audio file first. Okay, that audio file will be used as source, and that will record that voice and will convert that into audio data. Okay, so now we have the audio data, and now we'll recognize the text from that audio data. Okay, so now I can use r dot recognize. Okay, so recognize is the method which will be used to recognize the data from the audio. Okay, so audio data. Fine, so this will return some text, which is what I want. Okay, so text. Fine, so and then we'll try to print it. So let's see what is exactly happening. Okay, let's try to run it, and then we'll have a better understanding. Okay, so chmod, I'll just give it an executable permission, speech recognition. Okay, so let's see if there is any error or something. Okay, obviously there are some syntactical error. I'll just remove them. So here you need to have a colon. Fine, so what is happening here? Okay, so you see it took some time, so the time depends on your internet connection because it is using the Google API. So it will use that API and it will convert the text, it will convert that audio into the text. So you see here I have this audio already, so if I just play it.
Hi, I'm Brian, one of the available high-quality text-to-speech voices. Select download now to install my voice.
Okay, so you see I played the Brian.wave and is exactly what is shown here after the conversion from the audio into the text. So again I'll go here and this is the audio data. So what I am doing is I am taking the audio file as the source, and then I am recording that audio file and converting it into an audio data. And now once I have the audio data, I am recognizing from that audio and converting it into the text, and finally I'm printing it. Pretty simple, right? So I'll just give you a brief about this module. So if you simply open this Python and then prompt, so speech underscore recognition. Okay, so as a little bit of short form. Okay, so if you just open the help of this module, you will see there's this class which I am using for now. So audio data is a class which will take the audio file. So it is currently supporting the file type as .wave. Okay, and it is taking raw data, and then okay, so what it is taking is it is taking the audio file. Okay, and then we'll go into this one, audio file as source. So you're taking the audio source. What are the files it is supporting? It is supporting wave, AIFF, FLAC. So these are the files that it can use. Okay, next I'm using the recognizer class. Okay, so we'll go into that later. Now we have a recognizer class that I want to discuss. So this is the class which is used to recognize the text from the audio. So it has this method called listen is used in case of microphone, and here I have another one called record. I believe it's record. Okay, so if you open this help, and you should go through it and you should understand. So here record, I'm using records up to the duration seconds and from the offset. Okay, so there are two more fields in the record. One is duration and the other is offset. So offset and duration are for, let's say you want to start the recording from a certain position. Okay, so for example you want to record from, okay, so if I say, let's say duration, okay, if I duration equal to 4 seconds, if I give like this, so what will happen is that it will only record the audio for 4 seconds. So if I run this, so it's only printing from this place to this place. This is the 4 second. Okay, fine. So if I go back and again I'll just let's see, I'll just copy and paste it again. So I'm again creating another data to with the duration 4 seconds. So what will happen? So here it will read the next 4 seconds. It will not start from the beginning. So the audio data, the recording on that keeps on moving ahead. So if we have already recorded for 4 seconds, now the position is after 4 seconds, it will record for the next 4 seconds. So if I convert this text, if I create one more text 2, which will be having the recognized data from data 2, so if I print it, it will have the data of next 4 seconds. Okay, if I just run it, so what is happening? So you see here, hi, I'm Brian, want to be available, high quality, fill here, and then again select download. Okay, so it is starting from the next 4 seconds. Okay, so you see it is not recording, the next 4 seconds is not from the beginning, it is from the next portion. Okay, Also the other field is offset. Okay, so there is a field called offset. So if you put offset here, offset is equal to, let's say I will start from the 2 second. Okay, I'll start from the 2 second. Okay, and I'll just comment this one. Okay, and again this one, and again I don't want print text 2. We'll just focus on text 1. So I'm starting the offset from second number 2. Okay, so if I run it, what will happen? You see, it is reading from where it is one of the available see from here, one of the available high quality text to speech. Okay, you see it skipped certain portion from the beginning because we have set the offset to 2 seconds. Okay, so this is how we can record data from an audio and recognize from that audio data and print it. Okay, so this way, once you have the printed text as a command, you can use that for your further commands, like to make your system perform some action. Okay, so next I will use another class, which is microphone class. So here I'll be using a microphone as a source. Okay, so what I will do is I'll create a microphone class which will use your system's microphone. Okay, so I will just so this is the microphone class which I'll be using. Okay, so if I just do like that, mic, and if we want to know the microphone which are available, so I think there is a method called list. I think there is a method called list all the microphone devices in your system. So I'll just go ahead and have a look at the method. So there is a method. So this is the class I'm using now for recording. So I have this method called list microphone names. Okay, so I'll be using this one, okay, to list out the microphones which are available. Okay, and fine, so we'll just try to run it, and we'll ignore the first portion which is already covered. Here you see here it is not giving any list here. Okay, it's not giving you any list. One second. Returns a list of name of all available microphones. Okay, so list microphone names. Okay, so fine, so I'll just go ahead and we'll try to use this microphone as source. Okay, so with mic as source, what I will do is I will record the voice from the microphone. So here, instead of record, I have listen, because your microphone will listen your voice. Okay, so we'll listen source. I'm using mic as a source. Okay, and then now it will listen your voice. Okay, now what I'm doing is with mic as a source, I'm listening. Okay, and then what I will do is I will so from here I will return some. Okay, let me check. Listen, what does it return? So when I listen, okay, yeah, so there's a method called listen in this microphone. I'll just check this out. One moment. So we will use this listen method for mic for recognizer class, and this will return an audio. Obviously, like, see, it is similar like the audio file class itself. So instead of record, here we are using the listen class. Okay, before I go ahead with the microphone class, you need to know that there is a module called PyAudio which is required required to use your microphone, because if you don't have PyAudio installed in your system, your microphone, your listening from microphone will not work. Okay, so I'll just give you a demo. So you must have this pip search PyAudio. Okay, so you must have this latest version of PyAudio. Okay, to you see this one, PyAudio 0.2.11. so this is required to make your microphone work. So if you have this, you can directly, once you have installed your PyAudio, you can directly test it using this command. You will use this module speech recognition. Okay, so it will run with your with your microphone if the PyAudio is installed. So if you run this command, okay, hello, how are you? So you see, whatever I'm saying, it is printing over there. Yeah, so this is how you can confirm that PyAudio is installed in your system. So you can confirm that the PyAudio is installed and it is reading your voice. So this is quite interesting, right? So this way you can confirm that PyAudio is working and it is interacting with your microphone. So let's go ahead and go back to our program. So here I am using the listen method. I'm converting it into the audio, and again I will recognize from this audio using the Google API, which is recognize underscore Google. You can use recognize underscore Bing as well. Okay, so this audio will be read and it will return a string. Okay, like I said, or whatever you said, that will be converted here. Okay, now we'll try to print it. Print you said. Okay, so I said whatever I said, I should be printed here, right? Okay, so let's just try to run it. Okay, fine. Okay, let's try to execute it. Let's see what is happening. Okay, there are some again errors with mic as source. I always forget this. So if I run this, okay, recognize Google. Okay, there is again some problem. It's recognize, not recognizer. Okay, fine. Let's try to execute it one more time. Hi, how are you? Okay, so you see, this is what I said, hi, how are you, and it is printing. So it is reading your voice and it is listening to your voice. It is converting into that audio, and then using the Google API we are recognizing the data from that audio. So I hope you understood what is happening here. So we have talked about the microphone class and the audio file class, and we are using the recognizer class to recognize the voice. Okay, and again I'll go back to this help module, and here I'll show you this recognizer class which is used to recognize the audio. So here I have these methods. I'll show you. So first one is recognize Bing, which will be using the Bing speech API. The other one is speech recognition using Google API. Okay, next is using the Google Cloud, and the next is recognize Hontify performs recognition on audio data using the Hontify API. This I have never used. Then there is a IBM, it is like similar, but it is using the IBM API. Next is recognize Phoenix. Okay, so this one will also, but this can work offline. Okay, so this is all in this tutorial, and we'll try to come up with something advanced in my next tutorial. We'll try to make some command oriented or voice oriented command, and we'll feed the system with some voice and it will act according to your own voice. So this is a very basic, guys, but this is what is used for advanced technologies, like you see Alexa or Siri or whatever they have developed. So they all are based on this basic requirements or basic understandings. So thanks for watching, guys, and keep subscribing my channel, keep sharing. Thanks.